Hey, welcome back. Sorry, I'm a bit late. I'm actually gonna be eating dinner. Um, Ran into a little bit of extra work. Wife got a free rabbit hutch today, and I had to put legs on it and everything else. So I'll just sit here and eat until somebody shows up. Hello. Sorry, I'm eating supper this time tonight. Oh, well, I'm sorry, babe. I don't want to be back here climbing over shit tonight. So I'm tired. I just decided to do it out here in the wonderful living room. Well, you can't polish a turd. I always look like crap. That's why I say I got a face for radio, not these YouTube videos. Hello, Jennifer. Wow, that's the first one you've joined in. I'm sorry I'm eating tonight. I had a busy day today, so I'm doing my live in the living room instead of from the layout. But uh, I'm here to field questions, comments, anything about my videos or ideas for videos or what all you just want to see done. The wife got a free piece of fence and two free rabbit hutches today, so I've been driving all day and picking things up all day. I'm a bit tired. And they ain't the light hutches, they're the big wooden hutches, so it takes a bit of effort to move them. I'm sorry to be eating on camera, everybody, but just been one of those days. I come in the house thinking it was 7 o'clock, looked at the clock, and it said 5 minutes of 8. Yeah. Actually, babe, we can, if you want me to. But I have to take pictures of it tomorrow. It's a little too dark outside now. So, Jennifer, are you going to be at Sparky's swap meet tomorrow? Well, I don't know how to work that on live. Well, okay. Or I might be pitching a few box cars. I don't know yet. I'm still debating that because I'm going to need a lot more cars when I do the big layout. Yeah, sounds good. And to think I cut and edited a video that takes about 30 seconds that I was going to post at 6 o'clock to do the live. And then at 10 minutes before 6, we was out the door again to pick up a piece of fence. So I missed Vinny's request. But it is in the works and it is in my phone now, so I can just pop it on at any time every Tuesday. I missed that. I tried to see if I could see it again. What Jennifer said. Okay, well, the bubble was there, and I looked up just as the bubble disappeared. So I wanted to make sure I didn't miss a question. Woman, you're hard headed sometimes. Trying to do this on the phone is not exactly the easiest thing to do. Knock that off. Won't get me in trouble. Well, what do you expect? I'm a Capricorn. I'll never tell. I keep my mouth shut about my birthday because I don't celebrate them that much anymore. I'll be right back. I gotta get some tea. I bet you the wife probably already told you I was up. What wasn't supposed to be bad? The comment, I'm hard all over? On the 27th or the 24th, that kind of confused me. Yeah, that is kind of being bad. You're trying to get somebody excited, namely yourself, but still. Oh, y'all turn 27 on the 24th. Okay. Well, happy early birthday if I don't see you by that Friday. You're younger than me, at least. I probably didn't get it. Oh, wait a minute. 24th. It's not a Friday. Tuesday. Oh. Alright, that's 2 weeks from today. Go ahead and tune in on that live. I'll say happy birthday to you again. You'll be able to, I'll be able to say happy birthday to you on your birthday on a live feed in 2 weeks. Hey, I just lost a wife. Oh. Well, I don't know. That's YouTube. Well, that's something YouTube has not accused me of yet. Talking too much. Wrong hole. Ugh. Oh, we got somebody else to come in. Mm. Hmm. I'll have to figure something out with YouTube and maybe send them a message and let them know something's not working right. I'm 27 by 80 inches is the size of my layout. It's a hollow core door layout. So I do have two staging tracks in the back, but I'm only using one right now because both of the Kato turnouts in the back got broke in the move from Maryland to Illinois. So, yeah, it is in scale. I enjoy it because you can get a lot of train in a little spot. 'I need to fire that busboy. Ah, well, that's good. I was in HO scale for almost 20 years. I switched to N scale when I turned 22, 23 years old. I was in the Army at the time, and HO scale models are quite a bit large. And I was looking for something I could just put in my pocket or carry in my kit with me. So that way, when I was camping or just waiting to go to bed at night, I could unroll that kit and I could do weathering and stuff like that. I could add couplers to it. I don't have any of my models that I actually did overseas anymore, but I would ship them home and buy another one. And that's what I wound up doing. Actually, my ex-wife got a hold of all those cars that I did when I was overseas. At least I'm pretty sure it was her, because I went and got my stuff out of the storage unit and she had all of her stuff gone and my stuff was missing. Sorry, I'm bumping the tripod a little bit too much. Now I'm gonna be smoking a cigarette. Any kids out there, do not smoke. Okay, it takes away a lot of your hobby money. That's a bad thing to start. But I need one because I get a nicotine craving every time I eat. Hey, emergency vehicles, trains, and aircraft. Sorry, I just got finished eating. I had to eat and do the live tonight because I got backlogged with work. As far as I know, me and the wife are good. I think she's probably a little sore from driving around all day. Jennifer, I think, is doing okay. She's been in here too. I don't know if she's still here or not. All right. So how you doing, Jennifer? It's what I thought. That's why I went ahead and answered for you, because I wasn't sure where you went. Sometimes this thing tells me how many people's in the room. Sometimes it over or underestimates how many people is in the chat. So, emergency, how are you doing tonight? Well, that's good to hear. Sorry I can't be at the layout tonight. It's just I got to put up light bulbs back into sockets and everything else, and I didn't feel like doing that tonight. Oh yeah, barn loft layouts are awesome. I miss growing up on a farm. I had the attic of the farmhouse was where I kept my layout, and oh, just huge spread of space. Uh, I always thought about doing one in the basement of an old dairy barn, but my Uncle Parker just wasn't going for it. That was for the pool table and the beer hall. But that'll give you a lot of space to run some trains. Of course, that all depends on what type of barn it is. You got space. If it can fit 150 head of cattle down there in that basement, you got enough space on that second floor loft to build whatever you want. And Minnie Me ain't quite asleep yet. She said yes to that. Any particular railroad you're going after for there, Jennifer? Yeah. Well, Canada does have some short lines. Uh, I don't know of any off the top of my head, but I know they got some short lines. Other than that, you got what the Canadian National and Good Night Emergency. Yeah, Canadian National and Canadian Pacific. But I thought there was Alberta and something railroad up there. Uh, I don't know any of their short lines off the top of my head. Alberta and Quebec Railroad. That's it. Well, I don't know. If you want to try some of the state's short lines, there's plenty of them. Uh, because we have the grandness of YouTube and Facebook. If it's a line that you've heard of that you just want to know more about, get a hold of somebody local to the area and see if they can send you pictures, videos, whatever, so that way you can get a feel for it. And yeah, um, short lines are easier to model. Anything that they can cheaply maintain, they'll use. So you can get a lot of cool equipment on a short line that you won't see on a number one railroad like CP or CN. Like the modern day short line here, it's the Egypt Lake Railroad. It's Egypt Lake and something Railroad. Uh, they run a little SW 1200 about 30 miles back and forth. That's it. So to see a 1943 switcher running back and forth on a little short line railroad is why I love them. Is just anything you could think of, you can find it on a short line. I know when I worked for the Maryland Midland, we had GP9s that were rebuilt to GP9Ms, three of those. And when I first started working there, they also had three GP 38 and 38 2s. They were kind of a mix of both. And right as I was leaving, they had just got delivered four GP 38 3s. And they're crazy. Same horsepower as the GP 38, but the entire electrical system has been reworked for alternating current. And automatic sanders, just the works through them. It's pretty much like how do I put this? A short line got mainline locomotives that were just rebuilt GP38s into pretty much SW70s, I mean SD70s inside. Um, there was a picture somebody took not that long ago. Well, I seen it on Facebook. I think I seen it earlier today. A guy was sitting at a what looked like a Generation 2 control stand, but you looked at the dash where you're actually looking forward. Instead of there being clusters of gauges and stuff, there's two screens that tell you everything. And that's the way that they are inside the GP38 3s. The control stand's still the same, but all your readouts are computerized. Hey, Harry, how's Maryland weather? All right, good night, babe. I'll be back here in a half an hour. I think it'd have been a little cool today. It's cool out here. It makes me wonder if summer's ever going to get its rear end in gear. Yeah, I believe they're a good company to work for, from what I hear. But unfortunately, you can't make a mistake. Short line, you can, but when it comes to the Class One railroads, any little mistake turns into a big problem later. Short line, you forget a car in the yard, tomorrow we'll deal with that. Mainline railroad, you forgot a car in the yard, you're fired. So, um, yeah, you don't think they're that far off the ground till you actually go to put your foot in the rung. Here's a question for everybody: who's ready to see me get started on this 8 by 14 foot layout? Well, the first of next month, I'm gonna be going over here to Menards and buying a 4 by 8 foot sheet of 3/8 inch plywood, and I'm gonna build an entire, well, the yard section of the layout. And complete with back brakes, here comes the wife. You coming? Hello? love you. Everybody, that's Michelle.
Pretty sure a lot of them know who I am by
Yeah.
now.
Well, right now would be the perfect time to join because if you join my Patreon right now, you'll actually be helping to supply the money needed for the hardware. I've already got the money for the plywood setting aside. It's just nuts, bolts, and screws, that kind of stuff.
I had to get off. I got tired of you kicking me off saying I was commenting too much.
How can anybody be commenting too much?
I just kept saying you're commenting too much.
Then again, I usually limit mine to about one a minute.
And I was trying to fill up the space because it was only just me and her.
Yeah. This Patreon charges the first of every month, which is what I was thinking of. So even though you subscribe to my Patreon now, the money wouldn't come out till the first, and then I wouldn't get the money till the fifth. That, and I'm only going to see about 85% of it. I've got a lot of cars to buy. I've got a lot of locomotives to buy.
Okay, girl.
Whew. I've got a lot of work to do for that big layout. I love you too. Well, they can't get me for advertising if the only thing you saw is 100% natural. Arizona Tea Company decides they want to pay me, I'll turn the can around. I'll drink it upside down. Uh, Anything anybody wants to ask or comment on? If you want to know if I have any other hobbies besides model railroading, I can turn the camera around. You can see my tropical fish and the wife's goldfish. Okay, hold on one second. Let's see if I can do this without the camera spinning around. Yeah, it is going to be an N scale. That's my 55-gallon tropical fish tank. Um, but no, the 14 by 8 is an N scale, and I'm advertising. Didn't know it. I am going to be selling those issues of Model Railroader and a lot more. I'm going through and trying to downsize my huge amount of MR. So, if anybody wants to know about um, what issues I have, if they're trying to fill gaps in their collection, please send me an email. I'm just trying to downsize a little bit, and I'll be glad to ship them to you. Well, here's my eighth kid, if she'll come into the daggone screen. Come on. There's Dixie. You want to say hi? Or are you just going to stare at me in the face? You got a good potty? Alright. Hold on one second. I'll be right back. Now I'll show you just how well trained this dog is. When I say I got a good dog, I got a good dog. Yeah, it is that exact layout. I had to put it off due to space is a limitation with me. That's why I wanted to build a modular setup to begin with, so that way I could keep it in the shed and pull it out when I want to do something on it. Um, but money became a problem too. Money is what sets off my projects. Then I started my Patreon. I started to save that money up, and that's why I'm gonna get started. Is because now I have a way to help when I can't do it. Like I said, in total I have 7 children. So money's a big thing that can go out the window quick in my house. The only difference is that, oh, there we go. Dixie, door. Dixie, door. It ain't shut yet. Come on, door. Door. We're getting there, but yeah, the dog shut the door for the most part. Well, she's an easy dog to train. She's a Texas coon, tree walker coonhound. So she's only a little over a year old. She's a good dog, but she can get up your butt. Like now, I started to pet her, so she's gonna think that's what she's gonna get. Knucklehead. All right, down. I love you too. Now get down. And yes, that's how this dog gives kisses. She don't lick you across the face. She just puts her nose to you. You get hard-headed. You know that? Oh, you just had a bad itch. What, do you see you? Do you see you? I was like, what are you talking about? So now that we've seen my well-trained dog and my tropical fish, yeah, I don't use the Patreon per se for the contest every month. Um, I have enough money now because landscaping season started. I've got cleanup that makes me money. I've got mowing that makes me money. During the summer, I can make a lot of money. During the winter, I've got to rely on Mother Nature to feel like she wants to snow. And this winter, Mother Nature said, nah, I'll give you 2 ice storms and no snow. So this year, I lost money all winter. Um, but I've got $90 a month coming for a mowing contract. I've got $20 coming every 2 weeks for another mowing. That's not contracted, so I don't make too much there. Mm-hmm. Um, so during the summer, I actually have the money to do the 10% because I'm putting not only what's in the Patreon, but I'm putting another $30 to $40 a month into it myself because of my extra income. So you might not look at it and go, well, if he wants to do this contest, then he's just giving the money away. The truth is that I'm not giving that money away. I'm giving my money away. But what I base that on is 10% of whatever the Patreon is. And you got to think about the kind of this way too. When somebody does win that money, that kind of might be the little bit extra that they needed to get a model that they wanted. Um, $2 ain't gonna kill me, so I ain't worried about giving up $2. I'm wondering if that third viewer's the wife came back or what. The one thing I am liking though is the Kato F7s. I can get them undecorated from modeltrainstuff.com for less than $60. And even though yes, I am going DCC with the big layout, I'm actually DCC in the little layout as well. But those, because I can't find um, better GP38s than what I've been finding, and I can't find what I really want, uh, I'm gonna go with what's cheap and easy for me to get. I'm gonna probably get another one or two SW1200s and start building up ABA sets of Kato's F7s. Hey Ralph, how you doing? As you can see, the title is correct, not from the layout. Well, yeah, but when I do that, it gets me closer. The contest actually helps me gain subscribers, which gets me closer to the. I love Steam, but N scale gets fickle. The closer I can get to 1,000 subscribers, I definitely need to be over 1,000 subscribers before YouTube themselves will pay me. And if you ask me, that's a high bar to reach, especially for us modelers. But if we all band together and subscribe to each other's channels, which is what I do, every time I see a new person in a live feed, or I'm just scrolling around and I see somebody else that's modeling, I subscribe to them. So if those numbers can get up to over 1,000, we start making money off the ads they put on YouTube, and at that point, it should be quite a bit of money because that's probably, I don't know, 700-800 hours worth of video a day that they're getting that they can put ads on. I do try to limit my videos to 20 minutes maximum. Um, Not everybody's got the attention span of a three-toed sloth. Okay. Good. I thought you was gonna have that out last week. I've actually been waiting to see it. I want to see that, Harry. Yep. And Jennifer, we've caught up on Facebook as well. I waved at you, but you never replied. I think you're still on my friends list on Facebook. And yes, I do have a Facebook. So if anybody wants to join me there for tips, techniques, and stuff like that, feel free. Um, oh, I was saying something and I forgot it. Yeah, my train did not leave the station today. That was no, that was a couple weeks back. Um, you sent me a friend's request, or one way or another. It happened. Yeah. Um, I think I just lost the conversation. I don't know who does the 3 p.m. today um, live, but I know tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern or 6 p.m. Eastern. Um, yeah, I just derailed. Sparky's going to have a live swap meet on his channel, Sparky 107 107. So please feel free to jump over there tomorrow night. Um, I may not be selling a car or two. I don't know yet. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sell the issues of MR that I've got. Ah, yeah. Barnabas Junction. I've seen a couple of his videos. He does great work, um, but uh, I don't know what more to say. I'm just having a brain fart moment. Feels like I got a bad spark plug up there. I'm thinking, but yet it's just not coming out. Well, here in about 10 minutes, I'm going to be shutting off and getting ready for bed. So, hey, usually I can hold on to a thought. Of course, the only one excited about me getting off is my wife. You got about another 10 minutes there, babe. I can tell how long I've been on. I got a little timer up there. Why do I feel like I missed something? When I can hold on to anything. Yeah, I've heard from him on Facebook. He's doing all right, but he just hasn't had much time for modeling here lately because he's still trying to finish the house because Lisa's been getting on him about that house. Yeah, I know, Jen. If something was to happen, something happens that you can come see us, well, I'll be there because I'm probably going to help moderate. I like to have about hours. Um, I know I should be at Sparky's because I'm probably going to help him moderate. Um, Other than that, I don't know who's going to be there. I don't know who's going to show up. Um, I'd like to see everybody join in on this because it seems like it's going to be fun. Our house. Wife in your half sentences. I can't read everything that's been said because it doesn't show up on the phone. Well, that's good. That's at least going to be three people there. I need to clean this house. Well, hopefully tomorrow night I won't have to worry about the rabbit taking up the kitchen. The rabbit will be in this huge two-level hutch. Giveaway is great. Well, that's actually how I've gotten most of my stuff so far. Is I just wait. Somebody says they want to get out of the hobby. I ask them how much they want, and usually at the end of that, I get a big old box of free. Especially if I help them take down the layout or something like that, then a box of free just gets bigger. Ooh, yeah. I did hear about that, Jennifer. I actually don't try to pay attention to the negative too much, and that's a really sad event. But unfortunately, yes, in Canada this past week, uh, bus got into an accident. I don't remember how right now, but it was filled with hockey players, and I think they said that 15 of them had died. Yeah, I tried Code 83. Um, I actually hand built a lot of Code 70 when I was in high school. Uh, I hand laid Code 70 turnouts and track on a small layout, and that's when I was still making people's coffee table layouts. I'd had people come to me and ask me to build them coffee table layouts. Well, at the high school, I had access to the wood shop because I was in AV and I was in a regular wood shop. So I built all the bench work there in the wood shop. I had to buy my own lumber, of course, but I'd build the bench work, come home, assemble it, and then build a layout inside of that with the plexiglass and everything else. And people loved them. I think the most expensive one I built was a 5 by 9 HO scale uh, coffee table layout. And that thing had three loops in it and was crazy. Uh, but I haven't built a coffee table layout in 7 years, 8 years, probably longer than that. Well, let your brother know that he's in my prayers. That's a terrible thing to lose a friend. Um, but I used to do that when I was younger too. I know it seems I'm bouncing around. I'm actually trying to kind of ease the mood a little bit. I hate to hear that somebody passed away, especially in that big of an event, um, that they knew somebody from there. All right. Anybody else got anything else they want to say? There's about 5 minutes left on the clock. It is hard. I've lost a lot of my friends due to war, and it's not nice to have to hear about that either. I don't know what the wife is planning on doing. She's singing the Jeopardy tune walking down the hallway. She's never appearing at this end. It's like the train you send into the helix. When's it going to come back out? Oh, we try to be funny around here. Trust me, if it wasn't for me and my wife's sense of humor, we'd probably already choked each other to death. She gets mad at me, I try to make her laugh. Yeah, I'm still in Illinois. Unfortunately, there's no immediate plans of moving back. Still need to find a trailer. Um, we are trying to get back to Central Maryland, uh, Westminster, Union Bridge, New Windsor area as soon as possible. Either that or Southern Pennsylvania, or Northern Virginia, or Eastern West Virginia, I guess you could say. Um, hey, Sparky. I wish the wife would let me. The wife won't let me move out there.
Is this still going on about that movie out there?
Yeah, Sparky wants us to move to Arizona.
Give it up. It's not gonna happen.
Sparky, Michelle said to give it up. Uh, how about this, Sparky? I just move up there to Canada with you and Jen.
No.
Why not?
Too cold.
You don't want to go to Arizona, but it's too hot. You don't want to go to Canada because it's too cold.
Yep.
Biggest reason why somebody had to tell her that there were scorpions in Arizona, so now she really don't want to go to Arizona because she hates scorpions with a passion. Trying to keep my mouth shut on that. I told her the only thing out there was tarantulas.
Hey, babe.
What?
Cut it short. I need your help.
I've got 2 minutes left.
No, you don't.
Sparky said the cold makes a good reason to stay under the blankets.
Yeah, I know. My daughter was conceived because of the cold.
She knows Trinity was conceived because of the cold. All right, guys. Sorry some of you guys are jumping in here a little bit late. I've been on for an hour. I'm about to head on out. I guess Dixie's wanting to say goodbye too.
Bye, Sparky.
Michelle says bye, Sparky. Well, everybody have a good one, all right?
Mimi says bye, Sparky.
Even Trinity should have been asleep this whole hour. Well, Trinity, Mini Me says good night too. It was a pleasure having y'all joined with me for the past hour, and I hope y'all come back next week. Yep. All right. Bye, everybody.